Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called The Martyrdom of Edmund by Sotek. I looked into this one. Apparently, Edmund was a king who was killed by arrows. So, yeah, okay. That kind of makes sense because this is a King's Move arrow puzzle. Again, this is one where testing, mostly by Sotek, but also by one of my other testers, has turned around and said, yeah, this one could be a little bit tricky for you. They know that I like something that's a little bit on the easier side, and I've been getting some really tricky ones lately. So we'll see how this one goes. I do want to say that I've got a notification from YouTube recently that most of the people who are viewing my videos are not subscribed. Well, if you're not a subscriber and you're enjoying my content, please do join. That is a nice thing, and it might cause YouTube to not notify me as much. But yeah, I do try and bring a lot of content that people will enjoy, and if you're watching the videos, then hopefully it's something you'd like to do again. And always, like, engagement is good, even just a thumbs up is great if you liked the video. But, yay. Let's have a look at the puzzle. The Martyrdom of Edmund by Sotek. So what do we have? We have normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cells that are a king's move apart in chess may not contain the same digit. Well, what does that mean? Well, if I pick on this cell, for example, normally we would know that anything in the same row, column, or box could not contain the same digit. I just said that. However, in this case, all of these cells that would touch it cannot contain the same digit. Even this cell, and this cell, which don't see it in the row, column, and box, could not be yellow because a king moves to any adjacent square, even diagonally, if it was a chessboard, and those cells cannot contain the same digit. So, and that's true of every digit in every place. So using this 9, for example, none of those can be 9s. And then we've got digits placed on arrows must sum to the digit placed in that arrow circle. So the sum of those 3 digits will get placed here. The sum of those 2 digits will get placed here. That's what we have. As I said, I have been told this one could be a little bit tricky and a little bit longer. Yay for me being time boxed. Let's give this a shot. So the first thing I can see is this is a 6, 7, or an 8 because it has to sum 3 digits in the same box. And the minimum I could do here is 1, 2, 3, and it can't be a 9 because it sees a 9. So if this is a 6, 7, or an 8, then it must contain a 1 because if I do 2, 3, 4, which is the smallest I can make the digits without a 1, then it would sum to 9 and I can't make it 9. So this must have a 1 on it. Now, this is a very common arrow trick as well, which is these digits, if I put the minimums in, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, they will sum to 15. And in order to get to 15, I can't use a 5. So these are also 6, 7, 8, or 9, but that can't be 9. So if I make this 6, this would be 6, 8, which would only be 6, 8 maximum, which would only be 14, which doesn't get me there. So this can't be 6. So these are 7. This could be 6, 9, or 7. They don't have to be 15. They could be higher than 15. So, but I do know the minimum in those is 6, but I can't make this one 6 because I can't make this one 9. And I've got the same here, 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 9, so this can't be 6. And this is the same, because again, I've got 5 arrows cells in all of these. So 6, 7, 8, 9. This can't be 9, so this can't be 6. So I've actually got a 7, 8, 9 triple in that row. But this must have a 1 on it, because this is a 6, 7, 8. And this must have a 1 on it. So this is because this is a 6, 7, 8. And this is a 6, 7, 8 triple. Sotek and his geometry stuff. So what the heck is going on? So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's a limit there, because I can't put 1 here and I can't put 1 here. Because one that sees all of that and that sees all of that. So this is a 7, 8, 9 triple. So one of these has to be 9. I can't put a 1 on either of those arrows. Is it where does 9 go in this box? Because 9 can't go down here. I can't put 9 on an arrow. So 9 is in one of those two. So 9 is not there. So this is 7 or 8. So there is a 1 in here, which means there's no 1 here. Nine can't go here. So 9 is in one of those three. Which means that's not a 9. Because this, if this was a 9, it would see that by king's move and those in the row. So this is not a 9. This is a 7, 8 pair. This is a 9. Oh, that's cool. But what do I do with it? What do I do with that? Because this could still be higher than 15. Well, now 9 is placed. 9 is here because this 9, can't put 9 on the arrow cells. This 9 sees all of those. So this becomes a 9. So this is not a 9. 9 is in one of those two. Is it position of 9s? Because 9 is now in one of those two. Nine is in one of those, so no. Oh, 9 is in one of those two. Actually, 8 in this box is also limited. Because I can't put 8. 7 is also limited. Whoa, 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 whoa. Because I can't put 8 or 7 on a 3-cell arrow. And I can't put 8 or 7 here, because I can't put 8 here because it'd have to be 8, 1, 9, and I can't do it. And I can't put 7 because it'd have to be 7, 1, 8, but I don't have the 1 available. So 7, 8, and 9 are all in here. Which is the same for all of these. Because the maximum I could make this... Hang on, what? I can't put 8 on any of these. So 8 is in one of... And 7... I can't put here as well. So 7, 8, and 9 are in those. And I could put 7 on this one, though. This is going to be geometry, isn't it? So where does this cell go in this box? It's going to be colouring. If this cell can't go on its own arrow, it can't go here because I can't put 7 or 8 on this arrow, and it can't go in any of those cells because they're seen. So that becomes yellow, which means that is yellow because this is not from 7 or 8 because I've got the triple in the column, and this can't be 7 or 8 because I can't put 7 or 8 on a 3-cell arrow, even if it didn't, well, on one of these 3-cell arrows, it sums to a single digit. So this becomes yellow. Now this, let's call it green. Green can't go in any of those, and it can't go on its own arrow, and it can't go, so this becomes green. So yellow in this box is in one of those. I need more. Well, this isn't green. This isn't yellow. Green is down here. It's not doing anything. Yellow is in one of those two. I can't put a 6 on here. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is given me 4 of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is also from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are from 6, 7, 8, 9, which has given me a 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, that's not 9, but that's given me... Well, hang on, that's a 6 because of the 6, 7... Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a 6 because of what's in the row. So that's not a 6. Well, we know that's a 7 or an 8. So there's a 6 in one of those two. Right, that's the way to look at this, isn't it? I could put a 6 in one of those, though. So these are now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is over pencil marking like mad. This can't be a 1 because this sees that whole arrow, and this can't be a 1. This can't be a 1. These are only from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hang on, the maximum this can be is 15. The maximum this can be is 15. So I can't put a 6 here anymore because this can't be a 9. This is not the 6. This is the 6. This is a 1, 2, 3. So there's no 2, 3 here. This is a 4, 5. So, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 without there being a 1 on this. 2, 5, 3, 4 or 3, 5 in here. It's not limiting enough. And I can't put 9 in either of those, so I can't put 6 on either of those. So these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's no 1 on here. Okay, so I know this is yellow now. This is green. This is 6. So this is a 1, 2, 3. So there's no 2, 3 here. There's no 2, 3 here. So these are 6, 7, 8, 9. This is terrible pencil marking, but you know what? I'll live with it. So there's no 9 here. This is a 4, 5 pair, so I take 4, 5 out of all of those. This is a 1, 2, 3. These are 6, 7, 8, 9. There's no 9 in those, and in fact I know there's no 6 there. Yellow is not in any of those, and that's not yellow. This has to be yellow, so this is not 6 or 9. So this is the only place for the 9, which means that's not the 9, and that's the 9. Green is now in one of those two. 9s. 9s. No, 9 is in one of those 3. One of those 2. One of those 2, and one of those 3. This is 6, 7, and 8. And there's no 6 there. This is the 6. This is green. Which puts green in one of those two. But I can't make this green because then this would have to be 1, 2, or 3, and I don't have them. This is green. That's the 7 or 8. And this is yellow. So these are 4, 5, and 6, and I can't put 6 on this arrow because I don't have the 3. This is the 6. This is a 4, 5 pair. Which means this has to be the 6. Green is now in one of those two. Which means green is in one of those two. Well, that makes sense. I will do that marking. Yellow is in one of those two, but that can't be yellow, surely. Yeah, it could, because I still have low digits to put in there. I still could make this 1 or 2. In fact, these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yellow could easily be there. Now, one of those has to be yellow, I think. Because I've got a green over here, so I can't put green over here. So, and I have to put a 7 or an 8 over here, or they're both 6s. So one of those is yellow. So there is a yellow in one of those two. That's all I know. And therefore there's a yellow in one of those. No, wait. Yellow is there. Because yellow is down here. Yellow can't be in there or in here. Because there's green and 9 in here. And there can't be yellow there. That's yellow. Can I do the same with green? I can't. Because I haven't been able to... Well, there's no 6 up here. This is 7, 8, 9. So there is a green in one of those two. But unlike having locked that down, I haven't been able to do the same in green. So green is in one of those two. So this contains 6 with 7, 8, 9. So these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 7, 8, and this is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm doing terrible on my pencil marking, but I'm doing absolutely terrible on my pencil marking. This is 6. 6 is in here. So 6 is up here. And the reason 6 is in here is this 6 sees both of those. So I can't put 6 in any of those. So 6 has to be in here. And once I've done that, 6 has to be in one of those. So 6 is up here. I could do... Yeah. I don't see how to restrict that. I've obviously missed something fundamental here. I forgot to restart my timer. That's one thing that I forgot to do that's fundamental. Ah, this 9 sees that. That's not 9. No, this is 9. Oh, hang on. Have I done that several times? Have I done Knight's Move Nightmare? Oh, please tell me I haven't. I don't think I have. Please tell me I haven't gotten King's Move confused with Knight's Move several times. I don't seem to have, because I've got these, like, Knight's Moves apart. I got chess into my head. This is a 4 or a 5, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is a 4 or a 5. Can I colour 4 5s? But I don't have enough of them. I've got to make another restriction. Thing is, 8 can be 1, 2, 5, which would leave 3, 4 for 7. I need something else. Wait a minute, this isn't 6. This is 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. This is a 6, 7, 8. Because I have to put yellow in here and I have to put 6 in here. This is 6, 7, 8. So there's no 9 there. 9 is down here. But 6, 7, 8. So this now has a minimum of 7, 8, 9. 6, 1. So this is either 9 or green. And it's not green. This is 9. So this is not 4, 5. This is 6, 7, 8 with 1, 2, 3. And that 9 makes that 9. So that's not green. This is green. Which means it's not 9. This is not green anymore. So this is green, which means it's 7 or 8. This is 6, which means it's not green, which means this is green, which means this is not green, and this is green, which means this is not 9, and this is the 9. Which means this is not 9, and this is the 9, and this is 7 or 8. How do I narrow these down? So this is not 9. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've now got almost a fully pencil marked grid with these terrible pencil marks. And I fully acknowledge these are terrible pencil marks. Okay, so we know, let's call this purple and this orange. This becomes purple. This becomes orange. This sees purple and orange, so it's not 4 or 5. These see purple or orange, so they're not 4 or 5. This is 1, 2, 3. This becomes orange and is a 4, 5. So this is not 4, 5 anymore. We know purple is in here. Now, where's other 4, 5s? There's a 4, 5 here, but I don't see how to connect to that. Now, this can't be 1, 2, 3. It must have a 4 or a 5 on it. So this must have a 4 or a 5 on it. Does that do anything? This is 4. There must be 1, 4 or 5 on this, but not both. Wow. This is... Can I narrow any of this down? I'm not seeing how I can. Sorry, this is terrible video, but this is the bit of the puzzle where I am completely stuck. Oh, okay, this is purple. This is purple. This is orange. But that's... like... So the thing that's going to be on this has to be orange. So that can't be 4 or 5. Because that sees purple and orange. So this is 1, 2, or 3. This is 1, 2, or 3. Purple is in one of those. Because it's not there. Actually, purple is in one of those two. Oh! Purple. Purple can't be in any of those 3 because it sees that by knight's move and that in the column. So purple is in one of those 2, which puts purple in one of those 3, but it can't be in those 2 because that's purple. So that is purple and not 2, 3. So this has to be 2 or 3. So this is purple, which makes one of those 2 purple. So the one that's up here is orange, and it's in one of those 2. Which means this is a purple-orange pair. This is a 4-5 pair. And that's not orange. That's purple. And this is orange. Purple is now in here. So purple is in here. And orange is in one of those. Orange is one of those. Orange. Orange can't go in any of those. So this is orange. So this is 4-5. Purple down here is in one of those 2. And purple is in one of those 2, which means purple is not there. Purple is not there. This is purple. So it's not 1, 2, 3. That's 4, 5. This is not purple. It's not 4, 5. And in this box, orange is in one of those three. This is really hard for me to keep track of. So there'll be another trick like that somewhere. This is not 4, 5. I don't want to have to start colouring all the 1, 2, 3s because that's going to break my brain. I would be terrible at that. I really don't want to have to start colouring the 1, 2, 3s. That's purple. Where does that cell go in this box? This cell can't be either of those, any of those, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so it can't be 6, 7, 8, 9. That can only go there. This is not 1, 2, 3. This is purple. Which means it's not 1. 1 is down here. This is purple. This is not purple. So this is not 4 or 5. This now has to be the orange because I can't put orange on here. So this is orange, which means this is 4 or 5, which means this is not orange. Oh, that is not orange, which means this is orange. This is not. Oh, that is so cool. This being orange means this is orange, which means this is 4 or 5. This is not 4 or 5 and is not orange. This is not 4 or 5. Oh, there's a 1 in there, so there's no 1 there. And this purple means this is not purple, so it's not 4 or 5. And this is purple, which means it's not 1, 2, or 3. Which means this is not purple. So this is not 4 or 5 because it says purple and orange. This is purple. And it's not 1, 2, or 3. And I now have all of the purples and oranges as well. I still haven't resolved this. Okay, Sotek, what have you got for me next? Half an hour into this video. I'm sorry, I forgot to restart the timer. I'm very tempted to turn the timer off, but I think it still shows the time at the end. These are the same digit, but these are different. So one of these is a 5. One of these is a 5. Whichever one of these is a 5 means that this has to be an 8. Because, yeah, whichever one of these is a 5 forces yellow to be 8. Because these are different digits. So if this is 5, this has to be 5, 1, 2, 8. And if this is 5, this has to be 5, 1, 2, 8. But those are the same. So whichever way you do it, yellow is 8. So yellow instantly becomes 8, which means green instantly becomes 7. So this is a 6-8 pair. This is a 6-8 pair. And I can get rid of all of my yellow colouring. And I can get rid of all of my green colouring. Okay. Now this sums to 7. One of these has to be 5, 2. One of them is 4, 3. Don't know. But I've got all the 6, 7s, 8s and 9s now, I think. No, I don't have this 6, 8 resolved. And I don't have this 6, 8 resolved. But apart from that, I've done all the 6, 7s, 8s and 9s. So hang on. This is 6, 3 or 8, 1. There's no 2 here. So 2 is in one of those, which means that's not a 2. Um, if this is 5, 2, this becomes 5, 1, 2. 4, 3, 4, 1, 3, or 3, 1. That all works. There'll be a trick. Eight, 1 here. I feel it's got to be this arrow. I've got to colour the 1s, 2s, 3s, don't I? So where to start? Let's start here. So this is green. Let's call this yellow and this blue. Okay, so blue is up here. Actually, that doesn't really tell me much, does it? Well, this is green, because it can't be yellow or blue. Wow, this is going nowhere. Actually, I know that I have to put green on this, because this can't be the same. This can't be yellow blue. Yellow and blue is, because if this was yellow blue, these would have to be the same digit because they sum to 8. So green has to be on here. So this is green. So this is not the 1. This is the 1. So this is yellow or blue, but that puts green here, which means this is not the 1, which means this is the 1 and this is not the 1. So green 1 is now not blue or yellow. 1 is now blue. And what I could do is I can just make that 1 and I can get rid of the blue. So now I'm just colouring 2s and 3s. This is yellow, which means this is yellow. This is yellow. And get rid of the blue. This is green and 1. Of course this sums to 7 because it's the same as that. And of course this sums to 7 because it's the same as that. That makes sense. This is not green. And it's not 1. This is yellow. This is not 1. This is yellow. So this is 1, which means this is not 1, and that becomes yellow, which means neither of those are yellow. So this is yellow, which means it's not 1. This is not green. This is green. So this is the 1, because this sees yellow and green. This is the 1, this is the 3, this is the 2, green is 3. So I can select all of the greens and make them 3. I can select all of the yellows and make them 2. This is now a 1-3 pair. I can select all of the greens and make them nothing. I can select all of the 2s and make them nothing. This is a 1-3 pair. And now 1 plus 3 is 4. So orange is 4. Purple is 5. I can get rid of all of the colouring. There's no 2 here, so this is a 2. There's no 2 here. There's no 2 here. There is a 2 in here. There's no 2 in here. This 1 makes this 3, which makes this 1, which makes this 3, which makes this 1, which makes this 3. There's no 3 in here. This is a 1-2 pair. This 2 makes this 1 and 2. The 1 makes this 3, which makes this 6, which makes this 8, which makes this 1. This 6 looks down, making this 8, and makes this 6. And that is the Martyrdom of Edmund. That was very cool. That trick with these having to be different, therefore these had to be 8. Mwah! Took me a while to spot, though. That was a very cool puzzle. That's kind of the borderline of my skill with arrows, but that was a very cool puzzle. Thank you, Sotek. Really appreciated that one. That was a lot of fun. I'm really pushing my skill with some of this stuff, but that's what I find fun most of the time. Looking forward to some easy stuff. Here's hoping. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the videos. And I believe I've got another Fog of War puzzle coming up. Yeah, we'll see what comes. I've just been skimming through the queue, not looking too far ahead. So anyway, yep. Thanks everyone for watching. And as always, good luck with your solving.